Hello and welcome to part 4 of Let's Play Game of Thrones. In the last part, our good guy got shot by a bunch of bad guys, and a bunch of more good guys turned up to save him. And now I'm a red guy. Let's go. Okay, red guy, show me where I must go.
The River Spring, come. For the past 15 years, things have gone from bad to worse.
Tell me more, man shouting in the street.
With things as they are, what choice do we have?
If things are so bad, what do you propose to do?
It's been too hard for too long. It's time to revolt. We must take matters into our own hands. We'll take up arms.
There would be blood in the streets.
If you follow that path, the army will have no choice but to fight against
Why
you.
is everybody wearing a
Do
hood?
you want this to end in blood and tears?
You don't know what you're talking about, stranger. The house is dying. The army
Then fix
of
the
River Spring
house!
is but a shadow of what it was. You obviously know nothing of the misery we suffer here.
Well, no, I've
That
just
may
arrived on a
be,
boat.
But I do know that violence is answered with more violence. This path never ends well.
We're already suffering.
Why is everybody here wearing a hood?
Our sword.
This many people
What
didn't
has
wear a hood in
happened
the actual TV series.
These lands were once
Oh, there's a guy in the
thriving.
background who's not wearing a
It's the
hood.
Lords. It's been too long since they cared about what happens in their own lands. Neighboring lords have taken the
When a man
chance
is
to
talking,
grab
I often
some
go
of
like
our
this.
land, and nothing is done to stop it. And
Keep
now
talking,
that Lord
man.
Sarwick is dead. It will only get worse. We must do something.
But there are still Sarwicks in River Spring.
Don't make me laugh. The eldest fled years ago. As for the others,
Wait,
they're
what?
no
What?
better than
He just disappeared.
Anyway, this concerns only the people of River Spring, stranger.
So be it. I pray that your choices will not lead you to reckless acts. May R'hllor light your path through the shadows.
And what is a river town without merchant ships?
Thanks for telling me about how bad things are. You're wearing a hood. You're the same guy as this guy. I found your brother! Look! Your brother! He's right there! No, stop, brother. Come with me. No, we're going on a journey. No. Yep. Come on. No. You've got to meet your brother. No. Look.
Aye, there'll be trouble. We've had enough.
No.
That's the truth.
Ah!
Too much.
Can I get out my weapon? No.
merchants,
All right.
We had to panic to stay warm. Sad story.
Hello, red man. Stop wearing hoods.
Don't hang around here, priest.
How do you
We
know
don't
I'm a
take
priest?
well to new faces round here.
You can't see any faces. You're all wearing hoods. Cutscene time.
Forgive my boldness, noble stranger, but I cannot let you walk into certain death like that.
What?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm not sure of the customs in the free cities nowadays, but I wouldn't dream of entering Westerer's arm like that. And
My
yet,
bag will destroy
as the
you.
Smith labours day and night for us. It so happens that I sell the finest weapons. Blunt,
I often
cutting,
go up to strangers
perforating.
and go,
You know what they say,
I
my
can
lord.
sell you
Don't
weapons.
buy a blade
I
until
do
you
not
know
carry
what
a
you had to
weapon.
Stick it into.
I like to see the cutting. What's ooh, perforating? I like
Tell me more about cutting weapons.
Tell me more
The
about
most
cutting
popular.
weapons.
I know of no weapon passed down through families that is not a sword, my lord, and there are good reasons for that.
Tell me
Cutting
about
weapons are especially
swords.
designed to fight against light armor such as leather, and even the skin underneath.
Why is this man telling me
Give me
what
more
his sword
information.
is used for? I do not need to know more.
I have things to do.
Don't hesitate to come back and see me in the Merchant Square.
I will come and
weep
tell
to
you
see
more
so
about
ill-equipped
how
in this town.
weapons
And
work.
don't forget, you'll be wanting armor. After all, no matter the weapon you face, simple
What on
clothes will
earth?
not protect you.
Thank you, strange man, who is obviously a tutorial in the guise of a man. Right, all weapons are good against fabric, cutting weapons are good against light armor, furthering medium armor, blunt weapons against plate armor, when the weapons are effective against armor. But wouldn't a blunt weapon be very good against, like, light armor? Okay. Thank you for telling me. Hello,
Very
men.
nice robe you've got there.
Thank you very
that must
much.
be worth its weight in copper.
Maybe? I don't know. Running!
Hey, Lord, a groat for some food?
Do I have any groats?
Just a coin?
I cannot give you coin. Game will not allow. Excuse me?
Many horns of ale today?
I will loot this barrel. Thank you. I now have groats. Can I give you money? No. Let's go this way. Goodbye, hooded men. More hooded men? No, more of the same man 3 times.
Halt, priest. This town is in mourning. Access to the castle is closed during the ceremony.
I'm actually here to attend Lord Sarwick's burial.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I'm under strict orders to only allow entry to close kin.
How do you know who is close kin?
Current grumblings, we don't want to risk
Grumblings.
problems.
I must speak to his superior.
Please call Maester Harwin.
The ceremony is about to begin. I doubt he'll come for a priest of R'hllor. John, go inform Maester Harwin and bring back Captain Ryman.
Good old Ryman, captain of the guard.
I
Things
often
certainly
speak
have
out
changed in my
loud
absence.
to strangers.
What is going on here? Why has John gone for the maester?
Hello, fatty.
Ryman, it's me, Alistair.
Several hells. Alistair?
If it's
Grady,
been 15
I
years,
told you only
I
family.
wouldn't have had this beard.
That excludes peasants, dogs, and cravens who abandon their families.
Enough, Ryman. However long I was absent, this house is still mine.
How dare you? You disappeared without so much as a goodbye years ago, and now you return as if nothing happened.
Why does it look like
The
your
reason
face
for my
skin is
exile
growing
are mine
over your
alone.
beard?
I owe you no explanation.
I
That
care
is really
about
weird.
Your reasons? It's
That
your
is
fault
really,
that
really
Lord
weird.
Sarwick is dead.
You've lost your head, cousin.
Your departure destroyed him. He was never the same again.
Your judgment is clouded, Ryman. I can smell the ale on your breath from here.
Haha,
Stand
you
back.
drunk
I'll
fat
make
man.
you eat your words, priest.
Oh, I've got to fight this guy over. You are no match for my not very good weapons. Fierce as Wolverine. Disorient. Immobilize. Retaliate. Skadoosh. 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 Fierce as a Wolverine 3. Haha, you are not as fierce as a Wolverine. That was a good fight. Let's put away our weapons.
Enough. Do you not think we have enough dead here?
Maester Harwin?
We weren't going to kill each
Alistair.
other.
Finally. I prayed for your return.
This traitor no longer has his place here, Maester Harwin. He abandoned his castle and his family.
7 gods. Get a hold of yourself, Ryman.
And
I
put
wrote
that
to him
skin
to
back
invite him to
over
Lord
or under
Sarwick's
your beard.
funeral.
I prefer to leave than to hear more of this.
Alistair, what a relief it is to finally see you.
It's a
I
relief
had
to see
hoped
you too,
from my
Darth
contacts
Sidious.
in Bravos to inform you of your father's death. The funeral will be in the Godswood. The ceremony has already begun.
Take me there,
Why
Darth
is it not
Sidious.
held at the Sept?
It would be if it were not in ruins. River Spring is suffering on
Thank you
all
for explaining
fronts,
this
I
to me.
fear. Let us go now. Come with me, Alistair. Let us speak as we walk.
What happened?
Let me
here,
walk
Maester?
around you. Let me
How
walk
could
into
my
you.
father allow things to get to this point?
Ah, well,
You know, after you left, Lord Reynold changed.
my arms are really
He
big.
began to live
I look
more and
kind
more
of like
in the
the thing from
past
Fantastic Four.
and stopped taking care of his duties. Your sister quickly found herself managing more than she should have.
No.
Eliana helped my father govern?
Well, these last few months, she's practically run the house herself.
Ah, but the house is
In
dying.
spite of her efforts, she was unable to slow the inevitable ruin of her lands without a lord.
Aha, women can't
But
run
all
anything.
is not so dark. Many of your father's vassals remain faithful to their oath. They have all come to the burial in order to honor his memory. We will speak of all this again after the ceremony.
I don't want you to tell me
Let
it
us make
again.
haste, I beg of you.
I can't make haste. Game will not allow. Ah, finally. Okay. You can change the difficulty loading in the options menu at any point in the game. I can't do it now! Okay. Gate leads to overcast with trees.
Hello, Red Priest. I am Lady Eliana Sarwick, daughter of the late Lord Sarwick.
Do you like my
You are
beard?
just in time for the ceremony. Were you close to my father?
You have changed much in 15 years, little sister.
Jeez! I apologize for
Why
that.
have you returned? We don't need you here.
Harwin told me of father's death. It was my duty to come.
15 years without any news.
Yeah!
And he had to die for us to see you again.
Now take
You
off your
would
hood.
have done better to stay where you were.
I do not doubt that my departure was difficult for you.
Difficult? To say the least. Your disappearance was our father's ruin. Do you know how long I cried after you left?
5
And
minutes.
how long I hoped for news of you?
6 minutes.
I am sorry. I left Westeros without once turning back, it's true. I understand your reaction. It must have been unbearable for you.
But
I
I
had
will
to leave.
continue to talk
Know
like
that
this.
I never forgot you.
I never forgot
That's easy
you.
for you to say. And you should know that we here learn to live very well without you.
I understand your reaction, Eliana.
I doubt it. Go pay your last respects to father. We will speak later.
More later.
You're the stranger.
Pay homage to
the
Fireman.
eternal outcast.
Get out of my way.
Now
You
guide you
father!
to the Father, and may he judge your fate.
None of you knew this man like I did. Now pick up his sword. It must be good for something.
Who is that man?
Why
I
are you
believe
all
that is the
wearing
elder Sarwick, the
flannels
one
on
who
your head?
disappeared. He has certainly changed, but I recognize him.
I will stroke my knot beard. Oh, what? Really? The fuck? You defile his body with your weird sexual urges. I am disgusted too. Let us speak, sister. I wish to kiss your dead body too. Look, I've upset everybody. I disapprove. Oh, it'd be funny if I could play the old man.
How could you desecrate our father's body that way?
I
It was
desecrated
lovely.
nothing. I performed the final kiss, the tribute that priests of R'hllor pay to the dead.
You may be a red priest, but you should respect the beliefs of Riverspring.
Next
I did
time,
not
kiss your
intend
dead
to
father
be
in private.
disrespectful, little sister.
Scum.
Do not think that it is easy for me to speak with you after all this time.
I understand your bitterness. Nah, let's not speak more.
This is all water under the bridge now. At
Yes.
the time, I saw no other way.
What, of kissing?
15 years ago, the war that King Robert Baratheon fought to claim the throne forced me to commit deeds which haunt me still. The very idea
Maybe I
of
should have
returning to you was
chosen,
too painful.
a different option.
I did the only thing left for me to do. I left and began a new life elsewhere. Not long ago, I received a letter from Maester Harwin telling of father's death. I could no longer hide myself. It was time to confront my past. What I regret the most, Ilyana, is that by fleeing to the other side of the waters, it is you whom I wounded.
All these years, I have thrown a veil over your memory. And you
Like this.
return at the moment when everything is in turmoil. I must be alone for the moment. I will see you later, Alistair.
Imagine what she's going to do
Take
with
your
father's
time,
body
little
if I
sister.
just kissed him.
I understand.
Alistair,
Hello.
Maester Arwen would like to speak with you. He awaits you
That
in the
voice
castle
does
courtyard.
not go with that
If I may
face.
add, you should be ashamed of that kiss during the ceremony.
My thanks, Ravella. I shall go and see him.
Thank you for insulting me. Goodbye. Talk to me again.
I am not sure there is more to discuss between us, Alistair. I am sincerely sorry for your loss.
I'm
You
sincerely
know
sorry
how much
for
your
your
father
loss.
meant to me.
He meant to me a
Unless
lot.
you are truly ready to listen to me, it would be best that you leave.
Goodbye,
As
you
you
weird
wish.
accent woman. You are 20 years too young for your age. Goodbye. Okay. I've desecrated a corpse. Good times. What's next? I imagine some people are going to attack me for desecrating the corpse. Scroll man, talk to me.
Ah, Alistair. There you are. Please leave us. So, you're not too unsettled by the situation here?
The people suffer.
What I saw of the town upon my arrival was enough. It is a disaster. The people cannot go on like this. I have heard
I
tell
will kill all of
neighboring
them
lords
and
have
kiss
taken our
all of
people's
their
land.
bodies.
Indeed. The poverty has worsened over the years. When neighboring lords became aware of your father's situation, they took advantage of the opportunity.
But they have no right to do so. Our lieges, the Lannisters, should have been notified.
Indeed. But our relations with them have suffered since your father held Tywin Lannister responsible for your departure. It was after his death that your sister decided to reopen talks by going to see the most influential member of their family. That is why she requested an audience with Queen Cersei Lannister at the Red Keep. It was made very clear our lieges will act once our land has a new master. So your sister worked towards this end.
Good for her.
River Spring has belonged to House Sarwick for generations. Ilyana has refused to marry a lord from any other house. So, the Queen has chosen a man for your sister.
Who is it?
Valar, your father's bastard son, your half-brother.
Valar?
Dun, 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 dun.
I left Westeros hoping never to hear that name again. It is out of the question for my sister to marry him. He shares our blood. How can the Queen condone a marriage which goes against nature?
Because she
You
does it to her
realize
brother.
that if Ilyana were to wed another lord, she would take her husband's name. Being a bastard, Valar has no family name. It was the only solution to keep River Spring for House Sarwick.
He's just a bastard.
What has changed? He was but a simple squire when he went off to war with me. Only a knight may marry a lady.
Valar rose through the ranks and was knighted. The Queen took him into her service.
But Valar served House Sarwick. How did he get close to the Queen?
Seeing him return alone from the war, your father blamed him for your disappearance. No matter how much Valar claimed to work for the prosperity of
This guy's
House
almost as bad as
Sarwick,
the Lord Commander.
your father wouldn't hear any of it.
Shut up.
He cursed him and chased him away from River Spring for good. Your half-brother was mad with rage and left seeking vengeance. Apparently, he spent several years at the Citadel, using education to compensate for his low birth.
A maester
Remember, kiddies,
cannot become a
If you're
lord.
born poor,
He never became
school will
maester,
make it better.
but stopped at the rank of acolyte. He learned the art of war, studied the higher mysteries, and forged links. He was then thrown out of the Citadel several years later for studying the forbidden arts. He's been a sellsword
I know more
ever
about this
since.
brother than I
His
do about my own
reputation
bloody
spread
character.
quickly, and royal ears heard of him. In 2 years, he went from simple soldier to the Queen's Guard. He
Thank you
moves
for
in the shadows.
come on.
The nobles of the court
I don't
fear
need an
him.
How do
autobiography.
you know all of this?
I read his
I
book.
went with your sister to the Red Keep in King's Landing for her audiences with the Queen. It is there that I learned what I know of him.
Valar. He has taken too much from me already. I cannot just stand by while he marries my sister.
I should marry
There
my
is something
sister.
else of which we should speak. I would have liked to spare you this. I do not believe that your father's death was an accident.
Are you going to give me his life story
There
too?
are certain indications that lead me to believe that he was poisoned.
Are you sure?
Nope.
Believe me, Alistair, I know this subject. The Strangler is a difficult poison to detect, but it leaves certain traces that cannot be caused by anything else.
Oh my god, no!
And you have no idea who it could have been?
I am not certain, but there are rumors of a possible culprit.
Give me his life
Tell
story.
me who it is.
This may overwhelm you, but the
Oh,
rumors say
I have
that
another
it was
brother.
your younger brother,
No.
Gawain.
Gawain. He was but a child when I left.
He and Lord Reynold had some serious quarrels, and he disappeared on the very night of your father's death. We've had no
I
news
skip
of him
this?
since.
No! Yes.
Maester Harwin,
Oh, something's
the
happening.
people are rebelling. Rioting has broken out throughout the town.
With all of this festering discontent, it was only a matter of time before this happened.
Oh, more!
Why would the people rise up with such violence?
Because they're
Well,
annoyed.
The
Next.
lords left the castle. Whereas the villagers are
I
starving.
can skip cutscenes.
All
Good.
of this flaunted wealth must have pushed them too far.
Good.
Everything quickly erupted. They attacked the lords, taking them hostage.
Next.
How did things get this far out of hand?
I think I know who leads them. I crossed paths with a certain Tyrek when arriving. A rabble-rouser, telling people to take up arms.
Tyrek? I heard some guards say that he was getting people worked up.
Let's talk it.
Then that is where we must go.
Captain Ryman says that it's impossible. Our men are barely managing to keep them at bay at the castle doors.
Where is Captain Ryman? 7 hells! If Ryman...
Okay.
Riverspring has already suffered too much.
I will join Ryman.
Riverspring needs me. I will not
Needs
watch...
me.
Very well. But I beg you to be careful. You
I will be a
understand-
good man.
I will do what must be
I
done.
will be doing.
I am sure you will.
Wow. Okay, so that was a lot of talking. I apologise for that. And I will make sure there is definitely less talking in the next episode. See you later. Bye-bye.